my amazing people, welcome back to update 2 of Cases Life in India. So today's video is going to be more informative. The first video is more about who's Peace and why she's starting this YouTube channel, but this one is more like it's going to be about first steps as an international student, what you should be doing, the FRRO visa, SIM card and everything. Second is going to be about my initial reactions in India, like commenting about the weather, the food, the people, the roads, the infrastructure, my school, everything included in for you. But before we get started off, I want to just let you know I'm wearing a kurti. This is like the first kurti I ever bought in India. I was for a school event. So this is my kurti. I love it. And it's like so pretty. I need to like add more to my closet. But anyway, that's the first thing. And now let's get started on the FRRO process. Okay, so now we're moving on to the FRRO process. So one thing about this website was created by a fellow international student here in Pune, which means that he knows what it was like to go through the FRRO process as a new student. So basically that's how the website looks like. It's how to apply for a student registration certificate, residential permit, RC or RP on the FRRO Indian website. So basically this is it, and it's a very easy go-to website that is very detailed. So the required documents you're going to need as an international student is your passport, a recent passport size photograph, admission letter from your institution, a bona fide certificate, visa, and address proof in India. So those are the first documents you're going to need when you just arrive in India. As you get on staying in longer in India, you're going to need more documents. And the thing about this is, so the deadline for this is 14 days, like from the time you arrive in India up to the time like forward on, you have 14 days to apply for this FRRO, or else you're gonna be fined. So this is how the fine is detailed down here. 1 day to 15 days is 500 rupees, 16 days up to 90 days 5,000 rupees, 91 days up to 2 years 10,000, and above 2 years is 20,000, which is very hectic. So avoid that process and actually get your FRRO in, because you want to be a responsible international student in India. So application steps, basically you have to visit the FRRO portal, and which you can just click this thing directly, but I'm not going to click that because I want to like go through it easy for everyone. And away from that, basically if you don't feel like applying for it, you can just pay 199 rupees, and this student will do it for you. So, and you can just chat with him on his WhatsApp, which is literally there. So next, when you're signing up, you fill in the registration form and fill in the required field, and then you get OTP verification, you set your password, and then you log back in and access your portal. So when you're accessing your portal, you go to new application and start filling. So they had a lot of stuff whereby payment status, document upload, and all that feedback, change your password and all that. So make sure you put in your first details like really quick, because I don't think you can change your name after, but you can change your phone number and address and everything. So make sure it's the right name on your passport to avoid like any complications. And then you fill in your application and all that. And the thing about this is you need to be in India while applying for this, because it's very important for that. And children like below 12 years don't need to apply for this. So, and yeah, and basically you just see the portal. So if you're a student just like a normal undergrad, I feel like you go for the S1 student visa and all that. But basically the steps are all there and explained. And if you feel like you need to like confirm something, just go to this website and you find everything figured out. So you continue filling it out, then they'll take you to like a whole biggest page. You complete the application form, and then which is like this you need to like sit down and access this, because like if you take long, this website closes after 30 minutes. So you need to log back in, and sometimes the information is not saved, and the form is like really long. So you need to like have enough time to like finish it. And don't start so many applications, because this is me. When I start and then I feel like, oh, I forgot it, I just started a new application, and then I get messages saying, oh, your application was deleted, and I feel like, shit, oh my god, they denied me the visa. But that's not true. When you like apply so many applications, they just delete the previous one. So stop those jump scare and just do one application, get the time, finish it out. Lastly, you upload your documents, and then you can track your application, because they're going to be sending you your on SM messages or WhatsApp. So basically that's the process for doing the FRO. Very simple and very organized. And I'll be sharing the link for this video on down on the comment section, and you can just click it and get your process figured out. So yeah, that's basically it. Wow, okay, that was all about the FRO. Now moving on to their SIM card. A SIM card is one thing you need to like get started on, because you're gonna need it for data and calls. And the good thing about like SIM cards in India is that I feel like the the company options that are here, which basically that I have used so far, is Geo and Airtel. They're like so good. The thing about this is like when you buy like the data bundles, which is like at 300 rupees or more, but depending on which package you're using, you get free like calling, you get 3 minutes of calling, which is different from like in Africa, or like which is like in Uganda, because in Uganda you have to buy data package differently and then minute packages differently. But in India you just buy data packages and then you get minute calls, which is like so free, convenient, cheap, and affordable. So yeah, that's all about this. And please, finding a SIM card is not gonna be easy because they don't just give SIM cards to like any international student, which is something like I personally struggled with because it was just a hard process. So I just really hope that goes smoothly for you, because some stores are not gonna give it to you and some stores are gonna give it to you. But if you're going to get a SIM card, make sure you go with your passport and FRRO, which you need to apply for first. So you need the FRRO and passport. Yeah, I think that's what I'm brought up of my head to go get a SIM card. Okay, so now moving on to my other video. Oh my god, so remember when as I told in my first video, like India was my first choice. So when I came to India, I remember the first few days, my family and friends were texting, "Peace, are you okay? Are you still breathing?" Like my WhatsApp was spammed with so many messages, and I had to reply to every individual, like, "Oh my god, I'm good." That's when I was like, okay, this is too much. Then I went to my WhatsApp status and I was like, guys, I'm fine, I'm breathing, I'm thriving, I'm okay. Like I just wanted to update everyone at once without like them bombarding my phone. And then so it got to a point where I almost did like almost every day, so I couldn't get like, so I got less text because people would see from my status and just commented like, "Oh, thankfully you're good, try this, so recommend some food and places to go to." I'm like, thank you so much, people, you're going to go maps and wanting me to go there as a new student. But anyway, and also another thing was that, yeah, so like all these updates was really like so nice. So like if it reached a point where if I didn't post it, they'll be like, "Babe, where's that update?" I'm like, guys, come on, I'm posting, come on. This is like one of the reasons why it also motivated me to like blog more about Indians on YouTube, because people are willing to see it and I just want to be the voice for them or the eyes for them, which is really. So yeah, let me like show you the actual video that I recorded. Hi people, this is just an update to let you know I am fine, I am thriving, I'm okay. I have met like nice people so far who have been so helpful towards me, and I'm just in love with the roads and the buildings, and I'm alive. It's just that I'm trying to like get the food inside me because the food is mostly spicy, but I'm okay. And also the weather is really cold, yet it's 23 degrees. Bro, I miss Ugandan weather right now, but I'm good and I'm okay. So yeah, that was your girl when she just came to India. But also the nice thing is like, oh my god, I am just grateful for my experience so far in India, because from day one I just met like amazing people that were so open to sharing like the Indian culture with me and being so friendly and nice, especially the girls in my hostel. I love you guys so much. Thank you for making my first year bearable in India, because they were just always knocking at my door and saying, "Peace, have you eaten? Please, you didn't think you want to go out, you want to come." That makes for a huge part of India. But anyway, that was it. And now one thing that you won't be prepared for, especially if you're from like East Africa, a country like Uganda where the highest weather can be like 25 degrees Celsius and the lowest 17 or 16 degrees. Yo. When I came to India, I wasn't prepared for the weather. You know, arriving in New Delhi and the heat wave just slapped me in the face. I was like, what is this? Because like in the plane it was like cold. I was like, okay, so India, and it was raining. I was like, okay, it's cold. But yo, I entered. But the good thing about the airport is the AC, so that's good. But when I wanted to cry, it was so hot. Oh my god! So this is just like me talking about like my actual reaction talking about the weather. Let's see how it's like. But I feel like Pune weather compared to other states that I've been to is like good. Okay, it's not like that good. But like compared to like Mumbai, Nashik, New Delhi, Pune weather is definitely there. So yeah. Hi people, so this is day 2 in India and it is raining. Drizzling since I arrived. Since morning has been drizzling literally. And so right now the degree is 23 degrees Celsius in India and it's cold, like really cold. And back in my country, Uganda, this would be like very hot. 20 degrees, 24, that's like freaking hot. And I'm like, let me literally show you like how cold it is. Like that's the weather right now. Like look outside, it's just like drizzling like everywhere. But what I like about Pune as of now is that there is so much green, so green, and this reminds me of home, like back home Uganda, and it's just so amazing. Oh, okay, so one thing about my videos, you're gonna see a lot. I least like my old video. It's like I would zone out a lot because like I would like be talking because like I would literally like vlog from like, cause like my hostel had like this big, it has a big window, so I just put my phone there and it's like overlooking the gate and the highway. So I feel like vlogging. Then I'm seeing something and I'm like, yeah, and then we go like, but my brain is all the way there. Like I was just seeing so many things, which just shows how much like India has to offer. You can even make, yeah. But anyway, one thing you need to be prepared for when you're coming to India, especially like when you're done with like your visa, you're done with paying your school fees, you've done your timetable and everything, it's downtime. There's gonna be so much, at least for my university, because for the first year, my classes were like from 9 to 1 p.m. So imagine from 1 p.m. up to the whole evening, he's just doing nothing. And I remember like I told one of my counselors like, oh, this is how because they were just following up how I find the university. And I was like, well, you know, my classes end like at 1 p.m. So like I have like so much free time and I have nothing to do. I'm just in my hostel. They're like, peace, that's not free time. That's study time. And I'm like, what am I studying? It's just introduction. And I was like, there's nothing to study. They're like, peace, that's study time. But anyway, it is study time, but I did study. I got in my like 1 hour studying like almost every day. But which is why it is so important for you to attend international student events. At least in Pune, there are like 4 universities that I know currently, like they're always having like international student events, which are so amazing and something that will keep you like occupied. Another something that you could like be doing is like, you know, going out with friends and exploring and everything. But let me just show you how one of my days went, because when I was just here, I was done with like my whole process. Let me show you how my day went because I was done with everything. Hi people, so this is day 3 of being in India. Let me tell you, every day I just fall more and more in love with India. It's just like, wow. I'm just grateful that I got to meet like these amazing people who are like, God, thank you, like guardian angels or something, but they're so nice. Like so today I didn't really do much. Like I woke up so late, like at 11 a.m. Ordered some stuff because right now I don't have an Indian number yet, so a friend helped me out. I used their number, ordered some stuff that helped me to push through. Then what else did I do? I think I just watched Instagram reels and slept and everything. Okay, yeah, that was basically my day, just going through Instagram reels and watching Netflix. But another culture shock that you may not be prepared for is the currency conversion. You see, the thing about coming to a new country is when you're still new and you're holding their money, you don't know how it works. Especially like even though you're going to like small vacations to different countries, you see how you spend that money, how you spend that money because you don't know the word. That's how you go. Well, when I just came to India, those are like 100 rupees. Like 100 rupees is such little money. Right now, that money is a life changer. 500 rupees, that note can change your life. But anyway, so one of the things when I just came to India, because like I wasn't confident enough in myself to like go out shopping in the markets and, you know, doing everything like one of the things you can prepare yourself for, especially as an international student, is you're gonna be looked at a lot, especially if you're a girl and you're doing your hair. Like me, I like doing colored hair. Like if it's not colored, I'm not feeling it. Like I like to do blue, red, brown, everything. So me especially, when I go out, I get like a lot of looks from people. And this was like actually scary for me at first because it wasn't something I was used to. Because in Africa, in Uganda, people just go on doing their stuff, okay? Like no one really cares to look at you like that. So this was like kind of, because I knew it was about my skin color, but also my hair. And I always do stuff and they'll ask like, is this your real hair? And how is it like? I like your outfit. They even complimented my skin color. But anyway, it was just so nice to like be able to share that part. But I know also at times it can get a bit overwhelming, especially like when they ask to like I want to take a photo with you. And at first I was okay with this, but at some point it gets like overwhelming. So it's okay to say no. No is also a full answer. You can just say, no, I'm not ready to take this, or I don't want to take a photo right now. You don't have to like be mean to them. You can just say, sorry, I'm not gonna do this right now. You know, just being polite. And at least for my part, they were understanding. At least I was just like, please, please. But I'm like, no, I have to go, I'm late. But they would understand, which was like so understandable. But like, oh yeah, so yeah, because I couldn't like go out to markets because like I wasn't ready for all the wave of attention and all. So which is why online shopping became very convenient for me. Something the app's called Blinkit that but most of them Blinkit when I just came. Yo, so I just ordered like just four stuff to like just simple stuff, yeah, and it came in. Cause I was just ordering a lot on like Blinkit because for the stuff I need because I didn't really come with a lot of stuff from Uganda. I bought most of my stuff from here. So, and I was like, let me just go and see how much this would cost in my Ugandan currency. I was just, when I did it, I was like, nah, I was like, this can't be true. Like, let me show you my actual reaction. Let me show you my in-moment reaction.
Hi, people. I just need like a breath. Like, I just need to take a breath right now because when people were talking about living abroad being expensive, I was just laughing. I'm like, how hard can it be? I tell you, today I bought like 4 things, just 4 simple things, just to get me through the week. And then I look at the price, I was like, okay, this is not that bad. I'm like, okay, let me translate it back home to my currency, seeing how much I've been spending back home, feeling yourself. I'm translating it, and I'm like, nah, that must be wrong, I go back and I check, I'm like, I would never spend this much money on this back home. Then I'm here spending, and I'm like, God have mercy on me. Like, so the trick is, wherever you are, in what country you are, just spend the money. Don't translate it back home, because when you translate it back home, you're gonna get heartbreak over and over again. So I'm just like, what did I do today? But I'm getting through it. You learn from your mistakes, and we get through it. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so that was my experience regarding the money. And I remember like when I went back, because I went back to Uganda for this summer, and I went to my high school, and I was meeting my teachers, and I met one of my high school administrators, and he was like, how is India? I was like, it's fine. He was like, India is so cheap and affordable. I was like, India is cheap on paper, but you come here, it's not cheap. Okay, like to some aspect, like I think in terms of like shopping for food is like really not that expensive in India. I feel like it's affordable. But when it comes to other stuff, especially like clothes, fancy things, it's expensive. I'm not gonna lie. Me personally, I find it expensive. So India is like cheap on paper. When it comes to actual real stuff like going on the ground, nah, it's not that cheap. But nevertheless, you get through it. So moving on to another thing. Think about moving abroad. One thing that's not talked about is your emotions. That emotion, that hit a bit where you get your missing home, you want to go back home, you want to go do something. Like that hit of emotion that hits you. Oh my god, I started experiencing it like I think a month after I was in India here. And I was like, I want to go back home. Let me show you one of my reactions.
Guys, I don't know where to start from. Like, where do I start from? So much is happening. Like, the experience of going to a foreign country is amazing. Like, okay, so you're gonna have your highs and down days. Like, it's gonna be there, and you're gonna be like, the down days are gonna come, and you're gonna be like, why am I here? Let me go back home. You look at the price of the plane ticket, and you're like, and you be like, okay, this is where I'm still here. And then some days you're like, I'm so glad I left home. I'm so glad I'm here. Like, I'm having a roller coaster emotion here and trying to balance it all out. It's like so mad.
So yeah, that was like one of my videos. I imagine that day I was just from school and the emotion just hit me, and I was like, I need to record this, and I got it. But also I'm gonna show you like another video. So this video was like I was just in my hostel like a downtime weekend, and then the emotion hit me again. I was like, I have to record this. But also this video just made me realize how much there isn't like a lot of resources for international students studying in India out there. And also one of the reasons which motivated me to start this YouTube channel. So let me put it and you watch it.
So many stages of just settling into a new place, and then there are times where you just miss the people back home, where you're like, it's not that you miss the people back home, it's just that you miss that feeling of being home, like. So when you kind of find people who kind of remind you of home, you just want to be around them all the time. Like, that's something I'm going through right now. Like, in a country where there's like not that much of African ethnicity, so when I find like people who I connect to and who kind of remind me of back home, I just want to be around them. I just want to like get that feeling, because that feeling kind of gives you safety when you're like in a new place and all that. And but like there's so much to explore about like leaving home and going to a whole foreign country that is not a country that everyone talks about, because I don't feel like there's much out there about foreigners, like especially Africans moving to India. Like, a lot is not talked about, but there is so much, like so much to explore and go on. Oh my god, let me start with the food. I am missing home food. Like, I have one of my friends, she's like in the States, and then she keeps on sending me snaps of African food. And I'm like, how are you in the States and you're getting African food, girl? And I'm in India. India is literally closer to Africa than you in the States. And you here eating African food 24/7? Like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Anyway, that's the lesson learned. I just need to prepare myself better for the next season or whatever comes up. But yeah, it's just the connection and the food and the feeling, and then the breakdowns you have just randomly on random days. You just break down and feel like it's too much. Like, it's a lot, okay? But nevertheless, you fight and you push through it. It's all about the experience, and maybe one day you can like actually talk about this, and hoping it helps other people. So
Okay, yeah, so that was it about my emotional turmoil. There's a lot of videos that okay, I'm not showing that. But anyway, and also like one thing I've also loved, like that I'm seeing a lot these days, like there's a lot of African content creators, especially on Instagram, showing like what it's like as international students like to be in India, which is like so nice. Because when I go to Instagram and see such videos, and I'm like, wow, they're people having similar experiences like me, and it just makes me so happy to see that. But as I'm moving on to like, I have had a lot of drama with my food experience in India because I don't eat chili. Like, my chili tolerance is very low. And India is a country that is like so rich in spice and chili. And it's something that I did so long. Because I remember my first time I was coming to India, I didn't pack food. Just don't pack clothes. I suffered the local way. But the thing is, like, because that pushed me to go out and explore restaurants that could have food to my spice tolerance. Because every restaurant I'd go to, I'd be like, please, no spice. I had to look up every spice I need made. I said, no capsicum, no chili, no anything, no paprika. I was like, nothing. And also show up with spice. And I'd be like, this is minimum spice, no spice. And to me, I'm like, do you know what no spice is? Come to Uganda. Now that is no spice. That's no chili. Okay, like not spice. Just like Indian spices have chili in them. That's the problem. Because in Uganda we do put spices in our food, but it's not chili. It's like tolerable. Which led me to like find like amazing restaurants, which I'm gonna be like detailing it for you in my next videos. But also one thing that became my heart was McDonald's. McDonald's, because I think it was like the only fast food restaurant I could go to and give me burgers without capsicum or anything. But I think KFC should have been my go-to. Like KFC, it's everything is spiced. I think I've only had like one burger at KFC which wasn't spiced, and I tried again to like order, because that one was a friend of mine who ordered for me, and I tried to order the same order again. It has always been spiced. So I'm just gonna from KFC right now. It's just McDonald's and Starbucks, but Starbucks is just for like chilling, because they just have like nice milkshakes, coffees, and snacks. But to eat food, it was McDonald's. But the good thing is that I was able to move out of hostel and I can cook my own food. So basically, I can either have my own home cooked food, which is so nice, or just go to McDonald's and stuff. Yeah. But basically, that is it for now. Okay, so that video was a McDonald's dump, because this girl has been like my day one from hostel. Like, we've just been going on exploring like restaurants according to my spice tolerance and her spice tolerance together, and like we have McDonald's too much that they gave us keychain. They gave us keychain because that's how much we show up to McDonald's. Oh my god, it has been a journey. She's just a vibe. She's just a lovely, lovely person to meet. I love you. I love you so much. I love you so much. But before I end this, oh my god, how am I forgetting the examination shock? When I just came to India and I was doing my exams, oh my god, I was doing it like the high school or the IB way. Let me just show you my reaction video because that is more relatable.
I had my midterm exams. So I did the IB system whereby when they ask you questions, you have to be like exact to the point, like precise. Like you can write like a whole paragraph, you still won't get the marks. Like if you know that, especially IB chem, guys, don't do that. And it's not, don't do IB chem. Anyway, do it if you love it. Do it if you love it. But so when it came to this system, I was just like writing like I was like, cause I was doing the IB, I was writing like they asked me questions, I was writing like precise and all that stuff. And then what happened? Okay, we just had like 3 questions, it was like 30 marks, right? So me, I finished my exams like 30 minutes before the exam finished, and my friends were writing. And then when the invigilator came to collect the papers, my friends were still writing. I'm like, yo, what are you guys writing? Oh. And then when I went to my teacher to explain after, when I got my papers back, I was like, oh, analyzing it and all that shit. And then my teacher tells me, oh, please, like when they ask you, it's not like exactly, they ask you, what is a flower? You have to explain like the whole fertilization, pollination, then you explain the flower, then you explain the pointers, then you explain the examples, and like you do a lot. So just like a lot of writing, like a lot of writing. So I got that. Anyway, I did well in my midterms. At least for the papers I've seen, I've done well. I just know for my end of terms, I'm gonna be cooked because I have to write, and I've taken a long time without writing. It's gonna be an experience, but
So yeah, that was my examination shock, but I've learned it now, and a girl passed first year and she's now in second year. But you to help to shout out to all my teachers. Thank you for tolerating me and just going to my pace and being understandable. Thank you so much. And one thing I love, at least I love about like my faculty at MIT, is that they're so considerate. At least towards me, they are considerate. Because I remember like when I just come in, I was struggling with like spy stuff, trying to make friends. I have to come to school and pay attention to the teacher. But my teacher is always after every lesson, they'll be like, "Peace, have you understood? If you haven't understood, you can come approach me and let me know." Or they'll be like, "How are you enjoying India? You should try out this food. You should go to this place." Like my teacher is just like telling me that. So I was like, I feel seen. I feel heard. I love it. I just love all my teachers in my faculty. They're like so understanding and amazing. And I'm looking forward to the remaining years that I have to be doing here in India. But basically, that's it. So it's been a ride, and I hope you have enjoyed all the videos about my first reactions in India. And definitely get your FRRO, get your visas in. You don't want to be paying a fine of 20,000 rupees because, okay, and yeah, definitely. So those have all been like my reactions and everything. So if you do relate, please comment. I am welcome to like read your comments. I know it's a universal thing, and I'm not like in this alone. But basically, I'm just so happy to share this. And in my next video, I'm gonna be doing like all the events I have been to compiled into a video. Hopefully, I'm doing that. But yeah, that's like what I have planned out for right now. But I'm just so happy that I was able to do this, and I am doing this. And don't worry, as I said, I'll always be your eyes, and to like see India as an international student. And it's just like so amazing to do. Thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to making more content for you guys that you're gonna love and relate it. So feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. And yeah, right now it's your girl Peace. Until I see you later, peace out.